Hola amigos, soy Janie, esto es Fincarte. Bienvenidos. Do I need to put the light on? La luz. Necesito un poco más la luz. No sé. Vale. Empezamos. To someone who doesn't speak Spanish, I'm sure that sounds impressive. I hope so. I thought today I would talk a little bit about learning a foreign language. So many people are inhibited by the thought of learning a foreign language. Oh, I'm not sure I could do that. The truth is, of course you can. Absolutely, yes, everybody can. Now, we have been here 10 years and we speak a little Spanish. We managed to get by, but the honest truth is that the better your language ability in whatever country you decide to settle in, the more you get out of the lifestyle. The kind of excuses that I give for my Spanish not improving are things like, well, at my age it's hard to learn anything new. Okay, I'm not going to be as fast at learning things as when I was 18, but it just means you have to put in a little bit more effort. We arrived in Spain with no Spanish at all. And initially, when we were looking for where did we want to live, basically for the rest of our lives, we looked at Portugal. It seemed to have everything going for it. Until we listened to the language. And the language sounded so strange to us that I think we got a bit frightened, and we just felt more comfortable with the sound of Spanish. I think in hindsight, we would have been fine with Portuguese to the same extent that we are fine with Spanish, simply because if you are learning a language from scratch, it doesn't matter what language it is, you are learning from scratch. You just practice and learn. There is also, I'm sure it's a phenomena, but because some of the words sound strange, I don't want to say them because they sound weird. For example, the verb poner, to put. I put is pongo. Pongo. Sounds like a clown's name or something to me, and I, for ever such a long time, just could not say that out loud to a Spanish person because I expected them to laugh. But of course they wouldn't laugh because to them it just means I put. So confidence, you do need a bit of confidence to just get those crazy words out there and see the reaction you get. Now, the first time somebody laughs, or if you have a really difficult conversation and you don't get anywhere, you totally misunderstood, it knocks you back. It definitely knocks you back. But don't give up. Really, don't give up. Anyway, my point is, if you want to get the most out of living in a foreign country, you really must try and make an effort with the language. We also took lessons with our nearest neighbour here in the countryside, the lovely Eva.
Hola.
And that helped enormously. That really helped enormously. And we did that for about a year. And then we took time off because we were exceptionally busy and we just felt like we now needed to use what we had learned to consolidate it, which we kind of did, We didn't practice as much as we should have because we don't actually live in the village, so we're not speaking to Spanish people every single day. Eva has recently started putting classes online for free. Yes, for free.
So, Jane tells me you're thinking about learning Spanish. I think it's a great idea. And to inspire you, let me share my story just very quickly. I was in my mid-20s when I decided to go back to university and study Spanish. I went to university, I studied Spanish, I loved it, and a few years later I came to Madrid as an exchange student. And while in Madrid, I was encouraged to apply for a job, which I did. I got the job, and that meant that I never went back home. Well, not to live, obviously. I've been home to visit many, many times since, but I basically stayed in Spain, first working in Madrid. While in Madrid, I met my now husband. We got married and we decided to continue living in Spain and raise our children here. We did move out of Madrid. We now live in countryside in a very different setting. But basically, I've been living in Spain since 2001. And what started out as a purely personal, let's call it a challenge. I wanted to, learn a new language. Very soon it helped me, speaking Spanish helped me professionally, and now that I live in Spain, I obviously see a lot more reasons for speaking Spanish, practical, social, you name it. I don't know what your reasons are or where you are. Maybe you're already living in Spain, maybe you're thinking about moving to Spain. Either way, I encourage you to learn Spanish, okay? It will enrich your life here in so many different ways. To help you with that, I have a YouTube channel called Free Spanish Lessons. And that's what it is. Basically, with my blackboard, I teach Spanish, and the idea is that if you want to learn with me, you get a textbook, you have a pad or a notebook, and as you're making your way, as you're moving through your textbook, you will be able to find matching, let's say, lessons where I maybe explain things in a bit more detail and in English. So that should that should be easy to understand. Again, as I said earlier, good luck, and back to you, Jane.
Now, we still make mistakes. We still have an awful lot of instances of misunderstandings. I walked up to a fruit and veg stall and asked for breasts instead of lettuce. The word for lettuce is lechuga, and the word for breast is pechuga, chest. Pechuga de pollo, chicken breast. Well, yeah. Of course he laughed, and the people beside me laughed. And of course I had a red face, and I just wanted the floor to open up. But, I've never made that mistake again. No way. So if you are already studying, either on your own or in another class, it will help if you subscribe to Eva's channel. It's totally free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything at all.
Good luck. Do come and visit my channel. If you watch a few lessons and you like my way of teaching, do subscribe, and that will help my channel to be seen by other people like you as well.
The other thing was that because I had lived in France when I was younger and I learned French, there was an assumption by Steve that I was good at languages and that I would probably pick up Spanish quicker than him. We had a pact before we came where I said there was absolutely no way was all the language learning going to be on me. It had to be both of us or we didn't come. So Steve has put in a huge amount of effort with the Spanish, and certainly when we have builders or plumbers or the electrician or anything like that, things needing done, he deals with it. And that isn't a sexist gender thing. It's because he's an engineer and he understands their response and what it means and the implications of it, and I don't. That's it for now. I'm hoping by the time this goes out, the weather will be warmer and that I will have some outdoor stuff to show you. So, take care. Bye now. Alicia empezaba ya a cansarse de permanecer sentada con su hermana junto a la orilla del río, sin tener nada que hacer.